The Private University Founders Association (Pufa) has called for amendments to the Education Regulatory Bodies Act to introduce an optional charter framework for private universities. The proposal is intended to align regulation with the operational realities facing institutions in the private tertiary sector. The new framework seeks to recognize the diversity of private higher education institutions in Ghana, including their strategic mandate, academic philosophies, operational capacities, and unique value propositions, while maintaining strong emphasis on institutional and program accreditation and quality assurance. Speaking during their engagement with President Mahama at the presidency, Pufa's Executive Secretary Professor Martin Jambra said the association supports reforms that provide fairness, flexibility, and clarity for private universities operating in Ghana's evolving tertiary education landscape. He noted that the current charter pathway remains challenging for many institutions despite their strong academic contributions and community impact, and that the proposal institutions would be assessed based on three key areas of readiness before operating as fully fledged universities.
The second area that covered the regulatory reforms had to do with our proposal for the optional charter framework. Pufa Ghana proposes amending the Education Regulatory Body Act to make charter optional and include provisions that acknowledge the operational realities facing the sector. It also aims to recognize various types and models of private higher education institutions considering their strategic mandates, philosophies, operational capacities, and unique propositions with a strong focus on institutional and program accreditation and quality assurance. It's our contention that there are three principal requirements an institution needs to meet to be able to operate as a full-fledged institution. And the surveys we have conducted point to three key areas of readiness. The first area had to do with what we call institutional readiness at all levels, i.e., infrastructure, staffing, funding, research capacity, program portfolio, faculty categories, etc., and reach of capacity. The institution must be deemed to be fully ready to be able to operate at the level of a full-fledged institution, not just in the medium term, but on the long-term basis. The second criteria that an institution needs to fulfill to be able to operate at that level is market readiness. There's the need for the entire market to be ready to accept that institution as a brand and as a go-to place to be able to operate at that level. The third area had to do with regulatory readiness in terms of fulfilling all the criteria outlined for becoming a charter.